What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Lane's Man Cave. In today's video, I'm going to be giving out my Week 11 predictions. Let's go. Last week, I went 11-3, which is definitely one of my better weeks of the year. Hope I can continue that. Starting off with the Thursday night game, we got the Commanders and the Eagles. This is definitely the Commanders' hardest game of the... Or, not the hardest, but this is the game they have most to prove, since they do play the Eagles twice. They did play the Ravens, and they did play the Steelers already, and lost both games. As for the Eagles, if they don't win this division, or at least go to the NFC Championships, Sirianni's job is on the line. He needs to prove to himself that he was not carried by his coordinators, even though I do think that's the case. However, I do think the Eagles are going to come out on top here. Alright, moving on, we got the 1 p.m. games. Raiders-Dolphins. Dolphins beat the Rams last week. But it was a closer one, considering how dilapidated our offensive line is. But the Raiders, they're probably the worst team in football on paper. They got absolutely nothing outside of Crosby. I think the Dolphins definitely win this game. Now this could be prime time. As you can see here, they got the same amount of wins. But the Steelers have 2 losses and the Ravens have 3, so this is their first of 2 meetings. But I do think the Ravens come out on top. And the winner of this game it won't decide the division, but you know what I mean. Vikings-Titans. The Vikings won a very ugly one against the Jaguars without Trevor Lawrence. Just hope they're not as ugly this time around, which I don't think they will be. I will take the Vikings to win. Browns and Saints. If you're not a Browns fan or a Saints fan, go out and do something. This one's not worth watching. Or if you're a non-Browns or a non-Saints fan in Ohio or Louisiana, I'm very sorry. However, in this game, the Saints have two young tackles and not a good defensive line. Especially the interior defensive line. Not good at all. I think Nick Chubb's going to have a monster game over here, so give me the Browns to win. Rams-Patriots, we just lost to the Dolphins, which I knew we would. Although I thought Tyreek Hill would go off. More than he did, considering how bad our defensive backs are. The Patriots, they beat the Bears. They got 9 sacks. But I don't think they're going to get as lucky this week. Although I do think Drake May is going to have a bunch of good plays. Lions-Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence isn't playing. Lions are winning. And that is my lock of the week. Lions over Jaguars. Packers-Bears. Just talked about the Bears, considering they allowed 9 sacks against the Patriots defensive line. I mean, 9 sacks is inexcusable no matter who you're going up against. But against the Patriots? And no, don't even try to blame this on Caleb Williams, because he has had 0 turnover-worthy plays in these past 3 weeks. If you've been watching Bears games, you would know that he is far from the problem. However, this Packers team, significantly better than the Bears. I thought that the Bears defense could at least bail them out a little bit, but they did not. So I think Green Bay comes out on top. Moving on to the 4 p.m. slate. I'm not sure if that's a 4 p.m. game or not. It could. Actually, no, I don't think it is. Never mind. So we're going to skip this one because the Bengals and Chargers, they were flexed to prime time. Oh, speaking of 1 p.m. games, I forgot about this one because that was supposed to be the Sunday night game until it got flexed to Cincinnati and the Chargers. Jets, they got blown out by the Cardinals last week. Colts, Anthony Richardson's coming back after 2 weeks of Joe Flacco. I mean, what more can you do? If this was Browns Flacco, then I'm sure he would have kept his job for the rest of the season, but Browns Flacco's gone. And this will probably be Joe Flacco's last season as an NFL starter or an NFL quarterback. He definitely should retire after this. Give me the Jets to win. Now, moving on to the 4 p.m. games. Starting off, Falcons-Broncos. Falcons lost to the Saints last week. The Broncos, they held a close one to the Chiefs. It's definitely considered an upset, but give me the Falcons to win. I believe that their offense is so much more dynamic than Denver. Yes, I know the Broncos held the Chiefs to a close one, but every week is different. You can't always expect. If a team's good one week, it doesn't always mean they're going to be good the next week. And I believe the Falcons are overall a better team than the Broncos. Seahawks and Niners. I'm just going to take the Niners to win. They got CMC back. He was pretty good. The Niners, they had a close one to the Buccaneers, who just lost four in a row, I believe. But yeah. Game of the week. Chiefs-Bills. A potential AFC Conference Championship game. Josh Allen has had Mahomes' numbers in the regular season, but Mahomes has had his number in the playoffs. Chiefs are 9-0 right now, however, I believe this will be the end of the Chiefs' undefeated streak. Give me the Bills. Sunday night game, Chargers-Bengals. Bengals had a good one against the Ravens last week, but their defense, they do have a bottom 5 defense in the NFL, and the Chargers have a top 5 defense in the NFL. Give me the Chargers in this game. Finally, Monday Night Football, Texans-Cowboys. I don't know how the Texans choke that one away against the Lions last week. I don't even think the Lions led until that game-winning field goal. I mean, hey, that happens sometimes. The Patriots won the Super Bowl 51. Yeah, Super Bowl 51. And did not hold the lead until overtime. That's how fast things can change in the NFL. However, they are going up against a Cowboys team that will not have Dak Prescott for the rest of the year. But even if they did, I don't think he would have made a difference. And I believe they will have Nico Collins coming back this week. Not sure about Will Anderson, but if they do, whew. That does it for today's video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications.